This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennial. Unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence.
No pussy ass field goal. You right, it ain't. I don't miss no pussy ass field goal.
Guarantee my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best soaking it. I'm a prophet to the scholars, got
tired of this nigga, man. Let's go. I'ma feel so much better. I'ma feel so optimistic. I already feel optimistic. Shit, McGinnis blew both them niggas out. He didn't blow me out. He knew damn well he couldn't blow me out.
The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.
Oh
my word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would do like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would do like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Home sweet home, home sweet home. I ain't played this nigga, boy. I always gotta play this nigga away out there in the snow. I always gotta play this nigga in the fucking cold.
And
he
Coach,
always
we
get
are
away.
down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
On the set.
Mike, if you want. Free bud, free bud. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51, 6'6", pull it high. Big grip, big grip.
The first carry for the former Lion. This is
Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus! God damn it! Man, y'all niggas, man, I don't know this.
Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set. 60 outlaw.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I mean, damn, I gotta make sure niggas in the right spot. Go to hell. How about that? Fucking niggas.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wood. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
Go ass down.
There's a hush indeed. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
You better feed that nigga, boy! Man, come on!
Fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice
oh, my God! Why?
He goes down.
Yes,
so
Dominique, I
sack him.
fucked
Now
you,
the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding
penalty.
penalty.
The same thing. Just first. I don't want to give you fuck that. I'm going to give you second and 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Let's go!
Pass is intercepted.
Oh my God!
Ingram. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. Just when you want a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They itching for that pass. They itching for that pass.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Just be satisfied. Yeah, nigga.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Better bring.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Protect me.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set.
Them boys.
90 Wolf.
Where it's at. Uh-oh.
Hey, Charlie.
I see where it's coming from.
Here we go. Here we go.
Protect me.
Here we go.
Wood from the gun on 3rd down.
Dominique Tyler!
Oh! Escape, and he goes down.
Why you didn't go there?
4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Here's Wood throwing on 4th down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
Shit.
It's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
And watch the leg.
Hey, exit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's that that y'all want to do a man that's working hard to play the game. Come on, man.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Look at me, Zipper.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
General West.
And Barkley.
Oh, God damn it!
He is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Out here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Yes, pass
and typically
interference.
those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
I
think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I mean, you going to do that shit on a deep pass. Got me way down there.
Okay, ready?
Mike's by 4.
X3. 218. Chopper. Big trip.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Hit it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw. Wood. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
Hey, echo.
Mark 55.
Yep.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They're going to try and throw.
Good shit, Brandon Cooks. Good shit, Brandon Cooks.
Down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 55.
Protein spill.
Watch the curve.
Ready?
Wood now, operating from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Wood.
All right, Brandon Cooks.
He gets it to Cooks.
You said throw it, Brandon
Cooks.
Cooks.
Eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Brandon Cooks.
Mixon trying to
get in there!
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He's checking.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Looking to throw.
Oh, good shit.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wood looking to throw on second down.
Oh, Brandon Cooks!
Complete to Cooks. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Mixon with a first down carry. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Pollard, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
To throw is Wood. To throw on second down. Into coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Dominic Tyler!
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends.
Nigga, hey,
Switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed
You
that
asking
one
too
by the line
many
of scrimmage.
questions, man. You asking too many questions, man.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here.
Let's go, somebody, please, I'm begging you. Oh, my God, I'm begging somebody, please.
Like this, the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Through the contact. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
No, let's go, man. We've been fucked too many times out here, man. We left points. I'm tired of leaving points on this board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pollard going to try the right side.
Get the fuck out the way. You a dumb fuck.
Give him 3
my
on
God,
first
you a dumb
down.
fuck.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gosh, you a dumb
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
High 7. 80 weapons. Watching it 5.
6 man.
Wood from the gun, he'll throw.
Oh, yes, good shit.
That in
Good shit, Kyle Pitts.
What a grab.
You dog.
12 yards there, good
It
for a
ain't
safe
bullshit.
first
It's
down.
real life.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Wood.
Oh, God, pass interference, ref. Call something. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We had him. We had him.
You got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Dominic, you a lucky ass nigga, man.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Dominic, let's go!
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd and 9 now.
You a bitch.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's Saquon Barkley.
Your bitch ass down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to Barkley again.
Ah! Push the pussy back.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
218, chop.
2-yard gain on the play.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Oh my God! Woo! I'm glad you did. Oh, Jesus!
They'll try to run.
Go! Let's go, Dominic Tyler!
Did not get there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Why not? What? What the fuck? What was the ruling? Man, y'all can't be doing me like that. What was the ruling? Come on, Dominic. You know, I didn't do nothing. No, it's Dominic.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We just have to restart the game.
A one-score game. But the time is
you
a
can't
factor.
do me like
It's not
that,
a huge factor right now, is it?
Oh,
It's
so
really
like
not,
that. You know,
because
come
this
on,
amount
you
of
can't do
time
that.
gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation play deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw.
Oh, Jesus!
And that will be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55, go.
Here's Wood throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.